My day is 6 a.m. to noon, and I'm not
crazy. You're crazy.
thinking it takes 24 hours, just like some dude in a cave did 300 years ago. My second day starts at noon and goes till 6 p.m. That's day 2. And then the next day is 6 p.m. to midnight. What I...
Surely we have all seen that clip by Ed Milet at some given point in our lives, because it makes no sense whatever, and every hustle bro preaches about it. But what is the actual concept he's talking about? Well, it's microdays. What is a microday, though? Well, microdays are fairly simple concepts. They're just breaking your days into different pieces. Usually it's 3 different parts. For example, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the most common microdays. Alright, perfect. Now you know what a microday is. Now, throughout the rest of this video, I will explain why they work, why do people preach them, some mistakes that people make, and how to actually structure a microday. So welcome to Business Made Simple, where education won't cost you a dime, only your time. And of course, today's topic is microdays. Now, we need to stop and ask yourself, why do they work? Because they do. And throughout this video, we're going to go by Ed Milet's example. So let's assume 6 a.m. to noon. What is that time frame? What? Breakfast to lunch. There you go. That's already, we're naturally incorporated into microdays. So from breakfast to lunch, that's when you're getting ready to conquer the day, or you've already started your day. Now let's get on to midday. Usually when midday rolls around, that's when you need to kind of like step back, take a break, recharge, and get ready for the back half of the day, which is dinner time. Now, dinner is where CEOs and all these course gurus will preach like,
this is the most important time. The most work gets done 6 to 9 o'clock.
So what I'm going to recommend to you on behalf of ChatGPT as well, that treat each of these time blocks like a New Year's Day. Because when we all get up on New Year's Day, we're like, yes, let's go conquer this, let's go conquer this year. This is our year. Let's make it our year. If you treat every day like this in your different segments that are already naturally occurring, you will actually see a little bit of a change in your life, because we are limiting procrastination and we're sticking between our times and what needs to get accomplished in those times, even if it's nothing at all. So this perfectly segues us into our next topic of this video, is why do people preach these, this microday thing so much? Well, it's the sake of getting more done, leveling up, as all the gurus say, become the next best person, 1.0, 2.0, whatever it may be. It will help you with your productivity and deadlines, so that way you never miss another deadline, and you always have something going on, and you're never just in the boredom state of your mind. So if you actually plan on going through this microday thing, here are some very common mistakes that people do throughout this. Is number 1, they put too much. They stress themselves too much in a limited time frame. If you just stick to that limited time, acknowledge the time you have to work with, and you allocate that time properly, it's going to help you a lot more. And it would keep you from stressing out, because you realize, hey, I have this amount of time to get done. I'm going to work on as much as I can, and then I'm going to go to my next thing. Second most common mistake people make is they're not clear enough their microdays. Like if I say, hey, it's now my 12 o'clock to 6, it's my day 2, I'm ready to kick some butt. I'm already 17 days ahead of everybody else. But also, I'm going to do my schoolwork. What schoolwork? Like, let's say if I have piles, like I have an essay here, a math homework here, and I'm just not clear enough. So in my mind, I'll just push it off because I don't know what to start on, so I might go back to scrolling on Reels. So whenever you make a microday, be intentional. Think about the night before, set your day, be like, okay, so from 6 to 12, my breakfast to lunch, I will go hit the gym, get some cardio in, and be ready for my 12 to 6, where I'm going to cold call 100 people and get my drop shipping business off the ground. And if you're going to do actual microdays, don't forget, have rest in there. Because if it's just constantly work, you will get so much done, yes. But after the first 3 days, you'll be like, wow, this sucks. I'm burnt out. I'm done with everything, but I'm just burnt out. And that's why most people advise, if you're going to break your microdays down to even more or less than 3 parts, have a rest. Like, for example, make your 12 o'clock to 3 o'clock break time. Make it you time. And then get ready for when dinner hits. And that's when you want to kind of, eat. And then we get back on the grind until it's bedtime. Alright, now you know all about microdays. Now let's actually properly structure one. Alright, me and ChatGPT teamed up to make the I Will Kick Your Butt microday. And part 1 of it, 8 to 8:30, going to focus on waking up. 8:30 to 10:30, deep work. 10:30, 10:45, take your break. And then indulge in some learning until about 12 o'clock. Whereas we will break into part number 2 of our day, where you will eat lunch. Then after about 12:45, do your work. 2 o'clock, 3:30, do some admin work, scheduling. 3:30 to 4, do some movement, take a break again. And finally, the back half of the day, 4 to 5, exercise, hit the gym, feel alive again. 5 to 6, do some personal stuff. 6:30 to 7:30, eat some dinner, and then start winding down and soon preparing for bed. And that is you, my friend, a ideal micro day that any human can do. And now we understand finally what that goofy clip Ed Milet was saying is actually about. If you have any improvements overall you would like me to make, please post a comment below. And if you want to show me some support, help me out to keep on upping the budget a little bit, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And yeah, that's all I have.